Can I record this?
Yeah, yeah, here, wait, let me see. Are you able to, or do I have to give you permission?
I see a record button that I can hit.
Yeah, hit it.
Yeah, it says recording.
All right. Uh,
Yeah.
and then I am going to put this, I'm going to try and go live on Facebook. And
Okay.
it's usually a hit or miss. There's sometimes problems with Zoom and Facebook, but it looks like even if there is, then we just throw it up. But it looks like we're going to be able to go live.
Awesome. Yeah. This is great.
So we have 13 suggestions, my friend. Pick a number 1 to 13.
Okay, so I'm not looking at the suggestions right now, but what is number 6?
Okay, number 6. No regrets. That's our suggestion, is no regrets.
Ooh, no regrets. Interesting.
I know. No regrets. That's my motto.
No regrets.
No regret. I'm from this day forward, I'm going to live every day of my life. No regrets.
That's interesting. And so, did you regret anything before today?
Oh, I regretted most everything before today. And I've been doing a lot of evaluation. That's why I'm like, Dave, today is the day you start. No regrets. I'm going to have no regrets starting right now. Right at this second, right now, talking to you. Now, no regrets.
Okay, that's super interesting. So before this virus came, and before we had to upload our brains to a computer so the virus couldn't get to us.
Yep, keep us safe.
What?
To keep us safe, yeah.
Yeah. Before, I had so many regrets. So many regrets. And it's interesting because I feel like I was linking regret to having a physical body.
Well, do you feel like you have regret now that you don't have the physical body?
No, I feel that because I don't have a physical body, that it's a lot harder to regret things. Yeah, because it's a lot harder to make any kind of like physical change in anything.
I think regret, a lot of my regret, I felt shame.
Shame.
And I know that was a very physical, I felt a very visceral reaction to that. But I don't feel that same shame anymore because I don't feel the body anymore.
That's super interesting.
Yeah.
I see. So I remember a long time ago, to be honest, we had a thing.
Well, it was a big thing.
Really? It was a big thing?
I thought it was a big thing, yeah.
Wow. I just thought it was a little thing. But I thought that you thought that it was just a little thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I kind of like to kind of shut myself down to make it seem like it wasn't a big thing, but it was a real big thing. Between you and me, it was a big thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I mean, it was just that you definitely seemed to be like not only ashamed of the way you looked without clothes on, but the way that I looked with clothes on. Like I don't know, I just felt like you were always ashamed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 100% ashamed. And that's one,
Wow.
but that's one thing that I regret.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's one thing you regret, but you don't regret anymore.
The one thing I regret is that I felt shame around you. I mean, the human body is a natural, beautiful thing. And I felt shame for my own body when my body had never done anything to betray me, but yet I felt shame about it. I regret that. It was a big thing. It was a big thing. And I've been thinking a lot about it. It was a big, I know I played it off like it was a little thing, but it was a big thing. I mean, that's big time vulnerability to be able to stand in front of somebody with nothing hiding and saying, here I am. Like, that's a big thing. I wasn't ready for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I regret not knowing that earlier.
Maybe I just wasn't ready to say anything earlier.
Wow. That's really interesting. And now that we're just uploaded to a computer, we'll never be able to be together again.
Yeah, isn't that strange? I mean, in like an ironic kind of way, because now that I've said it and I feel like I am okay being more vulnerable, I have no way to show it.
That is so ironic.
Right?
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, do you regret it? Do you regret
regret what?
Do you regret not saying anything, or do you regret saying it?
I think that I don't regret anything because I had no idea what you were thinking at the time. Like, it's so much nicer, like, when I can just, like, click on the box and know exactly what that person is thinking. But before I could do that, like, I could only operate on the information that I could, you know?
What did you want to say? If you can even remember back then.
I think what I wanted to say was that I wanted you to be happy, and whether it was with me or someone else, that was okay. And I think I thought that you wanted to be with someone else, and so I just wanted you to be happy.
That's interesting. That's interesting that you would say even if it was with someone else.
Why is that interesting?
Because that's I guess the sign of true unconditional love is if you're able to say that and really mean it. That's a big, like, to be able to say, like, I do really mean I want you to be happy, even if it's not with me. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a big thing. That's a big deal. It's not a little, that's like the definition of a big deal.
It was a really big deal. And God damn it, now you're in a computer and I can't touch you anymore.
I know. But does it help that what you say makes me feel happy now?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It makes me feel happy too. That, I mean, there's so many unresolved questions that are being answered. Yeah, like,
Ask me
why?
another one. Ask me another one. I mean, we've got nothing but time. Ask me another one. We've got nothing to lose.
Really? Really?
No regrets.
Okay.
No regrets.
Okay. All right. So, why is it that you ran around the house with a frying pan, screaming, Laura, like, I don't want to get naked with you. Like, why did you do that?
I was very scared and I didn't know what to say. I wanted to. Here's the thing. I wanted to. I was saying I didn't want to because I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed of how I looked, and I was embarrassed that you would look at me without any clothes on and it would turn you off. So that's why I said it, but I was too scared to say it then.
But why the frying pan?
It was the closest thing I had. It was right there, and I was like, I don't know why I did it. I just did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's one thing I really loved about you, that you did all these things that like I had no idea why you were doing them, and I guess you didn't either.
I had,
Um,
I had no idea.
yeah, it was cute and crazy at the same time. That
Did you think
was
I would
really
ever?
funny.
Did you think I would ever use it? Because that's something I would regret is if you thought I would actually use it.
No, I wasn't sure, like maybe you were trying to like swat flies with it or something. Like it's like what?
I mean, there were a lot of flies in that apartment. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, it was hysterical.
I mean,
Um,
that's why I'm saying from this point on, I don't want to have any regrets, is because my life is filled with regrets of things that could have been if only I wouldn't have been so scared. And I was scared.
wow, what else do you regret?
I regret that we never
What,
had kids.
really?
Yes. Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I mean, that's all I've been doing now is thinking. And I've been thinking about it. And, I think to myself, would I have been better off with or without children? And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I think I would have been better off, because I think also you would have been a wonderful mother too.
Wow, that's really sweet. I mean, the kids would have had an interesting upbringing, like with two body shamed parents who were very spontaneous.
Which is why I
Um,
probably thought it's not the best idea. I kept thinking I didn't want to bring somebody into this world, or into that world, I should say. I didn't want to bring somebody into that world who would take on those bad parts of me. And then I think to myself, but that doesn't guarantee they're going to turn out like me. But I was so afraid of
yeah,
that. It was fear. It was all fear.
wow. And here we are.
Here we are.
With no regrets, but no ability to do anything.
So then I guess what's worse? Having no regrets and the ability not to correct anything? Or is it worse having the regrets, but knowing you can actually change it?
Is it having regrets and knowing that you can actually change it? I think that's the better one because you can actually change it.
Hmm.
um, so that's not the situation we're in, unfortunately.
So, no, starting now, I'm going to have no regrets. Starting right now, all of that, as we talk about it, I'm like, oh, I still have some regrets, but starting right now, no regrets.
Oh, wow. You know, there's one thing that I think will always be true, even if we can't have kids.
What?
Even even if we can never be together again. And that I love you and that I'm so lucky to have had you in my life
Oh,
and, and continue to have you in my
oh, I love you too. And I'm glad that we're going to be next to each other for the immediate future.
life. No regrets about anything else in the future.
No regrets. Scene! Ah, Laura, how was that?
That was fun. I liked it.
Oh my God, I love the thought of being uploaded to some mainframe.
Yeah.
That was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, definitely. Like I felt the need to justify like the apparent setting here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it.
Cool. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah,
Um,
I think definitely like taking advantage of that and be like, looking into the situation and figuring out how to justify it. And like that imagination, letting that go free in these situations, I think is always super fun.
yeah, definitely. That was super fun. And you're an amazing actor.
Oh, thanks. You too. I,
Oh, thank you.
I think you have to like buy into it, and it's it's even more so now because we're in our living spaces. It's even more so now. You really got to buy into it.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like when you can believe it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I enjoyed like the mental image of like someone running around with a frying pan.
And
Yeah.
I love the fact that it wasn't like a crazy thing. It was just like, that's just what happened. Like, I really love that fact, and not like we spent time on why I did it. Like, none of that really mattered. It's just giving the image of like me picking up. And I remember as a kid, my mom would pick up stuff around the house. So it gave me a really clear idea of like how I could use that. And I love it's like a frying pan. That was great.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun. Yeah, yeah. It was a fun scene, and it was the first time that I've done like such a duo online. So I'm looking forward to doing more of these
Yeah.
things.
How can
Yeah.
people, are you online a ton? Like, are you on Instagram, or how can people reach out to you or get a hold of you? Or like, I know you had posted about doing some more of these kind of online things, but how can people find you?
Um, on Facebook, that's the primary way, unless you have any other suggestions.
No, I think that's good. I'll put like information. When I go back, I'll post some information of how people can, find you. And Facebook for me also is the best way to do it. So, yeah.
I would love that. Thank you, Jay, so much for doing this with me.
Oh, Laura, thank you so much. I remember the first time I ever saw you perform, and we met in Copenhagen. And it was like,
Yeah,
oh, that's somebody I really would love to play with. So let's do this again, because I'd love to play with you again.
yeah, yeah, anytime. Just,
Uh,
write me a message and let me know whenever.
all right. You're the best. Thanks, Laura. Have a great one.
Thank you, you too. Bye.
Bye.